Alright guys, so to start this one out, I've already got my primer and moisturizer on. And then once that has sank in, my favorite drugstore foundation at the moment is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Really nice foundation. And this I think is actually under $5 or under $6. And to blend that in, I'm going to take the Moda brushes. I think it's Royal and Langnickel. These are amazing, amazing brushes. They blend your foundation in like a dream. I did a review on these a while back. I'll try to link it either in the description box or somewhere up here, but these brushes are amazing. For concealer, I'm going to use this one by NYX, and it is in the shade Light Fair. This is the Dark Circle Corrector. And to blend that out, I'm going to use another one of the Moda Prismatic brushes. And I believe that concealer costs around $6 as well. So to set the concealer in place before it creases up on me, I'm going to take one of the Moda sponges that I just recently did a little, not review, but I just recently used these in a video. And then I'm going to take my trusty Wet n Wild contour palette. This thing is like $5, right at $5 or exactly $5, I'm not sure. But I'm just going to use the light shade in there to pack under the under eye. To lock the rest of my face into place, I'm going to use this Super BB Insta Ready Powder by Physicians Formula. This is just going to give a nice, healthy, full coverage glow to the face. And I'm just going to load that up on a powder brush and kind of push it into the skin everywhere that I didn't already set. And I've been really loving this powder. It does a really good job of setting your face and giving you a little bit of extra coverage. And then I have two bronzers here. They're both by Physicians Formula. I absolutely love the Butter Bronzer, but this one doesn't show up a whole lot on my skin, which I actually like sometimes for like a no makeup look day. So I do love this stuff, but for this video I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to be using this bronzer because it actually has the ability to be built as dark as you want it to. It goes from light to dark, and I can really build it up. So I'm just going to take that on this big brush right here. This is by the Cream, I don't know how you say that. But I'm just going to really load up my brush on the darker end of town down here and put it onto the cheeks. For brows, I've actually got a few options for you. e.l.f. just recently started carrying this. This is the e.l.f. Lock On Liner and Brow Cream. This is in the shade Medium Brown. I don't think this one is going to be what I use today just because my hair is still pretty red. And I know it looks like a hot mess right now. I just washed it and dried it. I'm going to be doing another video after this one on hair, so that's why we're looking like this. And then another option is this City Color Bold Brow. This I really like. If you like powder for your brows, which sometimes I do, that's a really good one. And then this one is the e.l.f. Brow Pencil. This is what I'm going to be using today. I found it at CVS a little while ago and found that it works really well. So that is what we are going to be doing. And we're going to speed this up or skip over it so that y'all don't have a 30-minute video to watch because brows take me a minute. Alright, so I'm going to leave my brows like this. That looks okay to me. And we're going to move on to the next step, which is going to be eyeshadows. I'm going to be using some of the Airspun Translucent Powder. This can be picked up at Walmart or pretty much seems like anywhere. I usually get mine at Walmart, but I'm just going to apply some of that on my under eyes to make sure that I don't have any fallout and my shadows don't ruin the rest of my makeup. So for this look, I'm going to be using the Melisa Michelle palette with Ulta. I do have, where is it at? I honestly don't really have a lot of drugstore eyeshadow palettes. Just because I don't really know why. I buy a lot of eyeshadow singles from the drugstore, but not a lot of palettes. So I do have this one, and it would be really good for this look as well. That thing costs around $5 at the checkout at Walmart, so you could definitely find it. It's easy to find. But for this one, we're going to use the Melisa Michelle palette with Ulta. And I'm going to start out by taking this shade right here, Rosemary, and I'm going to apply that into the crease. Alright, now I am going to get a tear out this e.l.f. I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow base today. It's very creamy, but I'm just going to put it all over my lid. Make sure to get it all in your lash line too, because you don't want to have bare skin showing in that area. And before it can dry, I'm just going to take a blending brush and just go around these edges, and I'm actually going to get just a touch more product on there so that I can really smoke it out and it's not super harsh. Alright, and that doesn't have to be perfect, but we're going to take the shade Alana, which is a really nice deep burgundy shimmery shade, and we're going to pack it right over the top. And now you see why we laid down that powder. This is a gorgeous shade. It does have some fallout to it though. Alright, then we're going to take the shade Tobo. We're going to make sure to wipe our brush off very well. But I'm just going to use the same brush and take the shade Tobo and go right into the crease. And then I'm going to take the shade Wheezy and I'm going to put that right up on the brow bone. And I'm just going to use that same brush. We've just been fading colors all the way up to the top. Time to dust away the under eye. Now I'm going to take the Maybelline Define-A-Line eyeliner and I'm going to put that all the way around the upper and lower waterline. And this can be messy, especially on the bottom, because we're going to be smudging it out. So to smudge it out, I'm actually going to take one of the ends of like a what's it called? It's like one of those little applicators that actually come in your eyeshadows. But I'm going to pick up the shade Alana and use it to smoke out that lower lash line. So we're going to be looking all evil for a minute, but it's going to get better, I promise. I'm going to pick up the shade Tobo again and go around this edge to help smoke it out and make it a little bit less harsh. And then to really brighten the inner corner, I'm going to take this shade here called Lola and I'm going to really heavily pack that in the inner corner. And I'm also going to take that on the same brush and put it right here on the brow bone. We got to get some mascara on these eyes, so I'm using the Voluminous Million Lashes by L'Oreal, but I also just recently picked up this one by e.l.f. at Dollar Tree. Again, this would be a good option. I haven't used it yet, but anything by e.l.f. is pretty much always good, so I'm trusting it. I'll test it out another time, but for this video I'm just going to go with what I know and use this Voluminous Million mascara. I'm going to apply my lashes off camera. Any lashes will do for something like this, but to me, the more dramatic the lash, the better it's going to be, because when your eyes are this dark, it's going to be kind of hard to see the lashes. So the ones that I am going to be using are by Sapphire. These were only $2.99 at Burke's Outlet, so if you do go to the drugstore and you can't find any that you like or any for the price that you want to pay, you should definitely check out like TJ Maxx and Burke's, because they're probably going to be able to hook you up. Alright, so we got the mascara and lashes on. For lips now, for lips I have two that I want to try. They're both by e.l.f. This one is the Velvet Matte Lipstick in the shade Ruby Red, and I want to try it, but I'm not sure red would go with this one. We might try them both. This is the one that I'm more gearing towards. This one's in Bordeaux Beauty. This actually has very nice packaging on it. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. So we will see. So this one wasn't horrible, but I wasn't feeling it. I didn't like the shine. Alright, so my left eye is starting to water, so we're just going to leave it at this red one. And I actually really like the way the red looks with this makeup, I think. So you guys know I'm not really a big fan of blush, but I'm all about that highlight. So I have two options again for you. This one is from the Ulta Melisa Michelle palette. Then we have this one from Wet n Wild, which is $5, and it's got several different shades in here. Or you can sweep them all across, which is what I'm going to do. That's the palette I'm going to use. So I'm just going to go all across all four of these shades and add some glow. And then to set it in place, I'm going to use the Catrice Long Lasting Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, but this stuff does a really good job of holding your makeup in place. If you ask me, I really like it, and it's really inexpensive. Alright, now I'm going to go fix this hair. It'll be another video, and then I'll be right back. Yeah, so remember that time I didn't come back? This is it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.